Hello and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025, and this show begins now. We are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio on YouTube. We ask that you subscribe, and other ways to support the channel include subscribing to our exclusive content for $1.99 USD a month, or clicking the products on the video, which include a Josh Allen Bills jersey, among other great things like Warrior lacrosse balls that you can buy at Walmart. I believe I put a Nintendo Switch 2 console on there from Macy's. So whenever you click those products and buy it from there, it helps us out as well. Many ways to support this show. On today's awesome show, we're going to first get to Joel Watson's top 5 NLL teams following the Week 5 slate. There has been a little bit of a shakeup that might be a little bit controversial, or depends on which fan base you talk to. Joel Watson is dealing with a winter storm, so we hope that he can come on next week, but I know the last 2 weeks have been brutal winters there in his area. Number 2 topic today will be my NLL MVP ballot. I've got a top 5 players right now. If the season ended today, who would win the MVP? And finally, we'll get to fresh fits. There were 5 teams that did participate, and I believe I'm going to start doing the broadcasters the next day at this point. But yeah, we got 5 guys that did win it of the 10 teams that played. A little bit of winter storms, but these teams got to do better on social media. We'll talk about that later. Before we get started, this show is presented by the Event Tickets tab at natalkradio.com. If you want to go to the local events in your area or the National Lacrosse League game, head over to the North American Talk Radio's website and click that tab. It takes you straight to Vivid Seats, where you can then buy your tickets from the search bar. It helps us out once again. There's also a direct link down below that takes you to Vivid Seats through our website. Now, I am going to the Monster Truck Hot Wheels Glow and Fire thing this Saturday at End Market Arena, and I thought I'd make mention of that because I did buy the tickets through natalkradio.com's Event Tickets tab. Now, I just want to say it was an easy process. Everyone knows Vivid Seats is like a resale website, so basically, within, I would say, 12 hours, someone named Scott sent me the tickets, and now I'm ready to go. I'm locked in, seamless, easy process. So again, natalkradio.com, click the Event Tickets tab. Enough promotions, guys. All right. We're going to now talk to Joel Watson. Well, not really. There's his Pixar character, his Daily Dive caricature there. Joel Watson, of course, is experiencing more brutal winter storms. I know Captain's in that crossfire or cross ice as well, but we appreciate Joel Watson for providing a top 5 for us. And so here they are. Rochester maintains their number 1 spot. They've only played 2 games, but they're 2-0. He also is big on Rochester to start the season. OTCB says, yeah, no big rig. I know. No semi-truck today, boys and girls. The Buffalo Bandits have leapfrogged to number 2 in the standings. That's huge. Buffalo, of course, is moving up 3 spots after a big win on the road. Maybe Joel Watson would have been a good person to ask, hey, how impressive was Buffalo's win on a scale of 1 to 10? Pat Gregoire said 5. I said 7. Joel might be up there at 9 or 10, but I can see his point. And I'm not saying he said that, but when you're not here, you get words put in your mouth. Number 3, Vancouver Warriors staying put. They did not play. Good for them. Number 4, the Rush have moved up. after a big win over Halifax, who now falls to number 5. There you go. The standings in the regular season for the NLL sake is scrolling across the bottom of your screen now. The Rush, of course, 3-1. I believe they are the first team to 3 wins this year. And, of course, Rochester's the team that's undefeated. So, again, read that. I will have my power rankings tomorrow, my entire 1 through 14. But, again, here is Joel Watson's top 5 NLL teams. And we appreciate Joel again for being willing to come on the show, for helping us out, etc. Even though it'll be, if he comes on next week, it'll be 2 weeks removed. I am very curious to ask him about the Ryland Hartley fight, considering he has been in the cross punches of that before. But again, thank you to Joel Watson, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in for this segment. When we come back, though, we're going to get to my MVP ballots, top 5. I talked about Jeff T yesterday, kind of gave Pat Gregoire a little, and he fell for the bait. That was bad. They called that a tease in the business. That was just terrible. Shame on me, but I will put on my take where my mouth is next, if that even makes sense. It probably doesn't. You're watching Daily Dive. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com.
Thank you once again for tuning into this episode of Daily Dive on this Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. We just talked about, or gave you, Joel Watson's top 5 NLL teams, including Halifax dropping to number 5, Saskatchewan moving to number 4 after their win, and Buffalo skyrocketing to number 2, with Rochester staying put at 1, and Vancouver heaving or staying, I'm losing my track of thought today, staying put at 3. So there you go. Now it's time for my NLL MVP ballot, top 5 players, and stay tuned for fresh fits. Here we go. I also want to say thank you so much for the people that tuned into our watch party. 280 views as part of a almost 1,200 viewed week of Daily Dive. We appreciate you. Bam! Came out of nowhere, right? That sounded weird. So basically, here's my reasoning, because you can't just do this and not say anything about it, right? I hope see you guys next time. We're back with fresh fits. No, how it works. You gotta explain yourself here. So I put Dane Smith at number 1 because Buffalo is flexing once again. Dane Smith is the best player in the world right now. And if you want to do him and then have your own goalie and be Del Bianco, sure. But I feel like he's the best player in the world right now, and he's not falling off. I feel like his goal scoring has finally started to tick up, as I said last season it would. This season it looks like he needs 2 more. Still passing the ball well, still playing good reverse transition. The guy's been great so far, and Buffalo is now 2-1. They're going to be moving strong, and I thought the win at Calgary might have been a little bit of recency bias for me, but Dane was great once again. Number 2 is Warren Hill. Warren Hill could very much be the number 1 spot, but it's only been 3 games. And part of this is me wondering, like, if I feel like if they were 3-0, Warren Hill would actually be my number 1 spot. He actually had a great game on Saturday. But I feel like, again, you could argue Warren Hill or the best point getter. I went with Dane Smith, then Warren Hill, but Warren Hill is right there in the conversation. Pat Gregoire is correct. Brett Dobson also was on my list, as it was his list. I told you guys before, if the Georgia Swarm make the playoffs at a 9-9 or a little bit better record, Brett Dobson is a big reason why. Spencer Conley of Nighthawks Network, who does a great job on Instagram and Twitter for that matter, he was saying that Brett Dobson was his goalie of the year. I did not go that far, so I put a number 3 in my MVP. This is a certified certified Ryan Smith moment. I'll leave it at that. I gotta put my fun there. But no, Brett Dobson has been awesome so far. And despite the offense struggling, Georgia's 2-2. Number 4, I gotta give it to Jeff Teat. And I will say this, Jeff Teat, despite being 4th or 5th in points per game right now, as eloquently laid out by Pat Gregoire yesterday, Jeff Teat right now, he is the biggest flex of the. Maybe Warren Hill is right there. Maybe the next guy's, Rylan Hartley's 58 saves is right there. But you can put Jeff Teat's 4th quarter against Saskatchewan versus anybody's performance right now. Like, I know that in college football, they have the Heisman moment, and I really do believe that Jeff Teat had an early season MVP moment. Now, granted, these are just the week 5. I put that there now, but the week 5 MVP rankings. So the season does not end after week 5. Neither do the power rankings or best teams. But this is where we stand. And again, Jeff Teat is right there with one of the best MVP moments. And it's a complete takeover. Number 5 for me is going to be Rylan Hartley. Rylan Hartley had a 58 save performance in San Diego, not at home, in San Diego on the West Coast. You then saw him get in a goalie fight. While that is not in my decision, it certainly helps a little bit somewhere in my brain. I like to have integrity here, but I can't lie and say, oh, that meant nothing to me. Rylan Hartley, aside from that, though, has been playing absolutely fantastic. When healthy, myself and others have said how great Rylan Hartley can be, and he is going to be right up there fighting with Del Bianco, Shiliano, Warren Hill, Brad Dobson, etc. for goalie of the year. Dare I say Matt Vince? It feels like a 6-goalie race, and Rylan Hartley, Warren Hill, and Brad Dobson have made it that way. So many great goalies in this league. Rylan Hartley is no exception. But again, I went with Dane Smith as the best offensive player, number 1. Warren Hill is right behind him at 2. Brad Dobson 3. Jeff Teat 4 and Rylan Hartley 5. And again, I actually believe there's a gap between 2 and 3, and then between 3 and 4. I think the best offensive player, Warren Hill, are up top. I think Brett Dobson is right there, and I think everyone else is 4 and back. You could argue Rylan Hartley at 4. Maybe Rylan Hartley is better than Brett Dobson to you. But right now, there has to be at least 2 goalies in everyone's ballot, maybe 3. If you want to do 4, have at it. But I put 3 goalies and 2 amazing offensive players. That is it for me right now with my MVP ballots. Who is your MVP right now, even though we're only 5 weeks in? Let me know in the comments or, of course, on social media at Daily Dive LAX. When we come back, only 5 teams did provide a fresh fits on their social media. They don't know it, but they did it. And so we're going to break it down, including an amazing suit and shoe combo from one Alex Bouquet. Oh boy, that'll be fun. It's one of our best segments of the week. It's Fresh Fits. It's coming up next after these messages from North American Talk Radio.
At Mule Run, agent creators cultivate their communities and monetize their AI vision. Together, we are building a new ecosystem for AI, making it accessible to everyone. Mule Run, where AI runs for you.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back to Daily Dive here on this amazing Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Tomorrow, of course, is New Year's Eve. And oh my goodness, what a year it's been for this, life and lacrosse. Joel Watson gave us his top 5 teams despite not being able to be on today's show. Remember, Rochester was number 1. Buffalo is leapfrog to number 2. We'll post the rest on social media again. My NLL MVP ballots was in the last segment, where I gave it to Dane Smith, then Warren Hill, and after that, Brad Dobson, Jeff Teat, and Rylan Hartley for my top 5. But again, 3 goalies because it has been that awesome this year for them. And now it's time to get into Fresh Fits. It's where I have fun with these awesome players, and I think that they deserve our praise. It's where I give credit to the social media teams for posting said players and their styles. Remember, year 1, Joe Resetarits won it. Last year, Taylor Jensen won it. And by won it, I mean you, the fans, voted on social media at Dilly.LAX on Instagram and Twitter, where you guys got to vote on my nominees for every team. And here we go. We're going back at it again. Reminder, this segment is presented by the new Box Lacrosse Time mug and shirt found at Daily Dive Store. It's now pinned on our Twitter page. And of course, the link is and on Instagram in the bio. So we thank you so much for your support in that. $15.95 US dollars. It's pretty much as low as I could get it based on the website we're using. So there you go. Box Lacrosse Time. What time is it? Box Lacrosse Time. We appreciate you if you do purchase that. Let's now get into the best dressed players for week 5. Allegedly. Bam, there they are. Nick Weiss, man, I have to admit, Josh Byrne made this tough, but I've told you guys before, sometimes unless there's a mustache or a great new facial hair or haircut involved, we've got to go from the neck down because this is not a beauty contest. Nick Weiss, I think the shirt did it for me. A very nice dress shirt. Sometimes guys like to do the popping plaid suits and stuff like that. I think sometimes a good dress shirt can, I want to say overcome, but can make a simple gray sport coat look even better than it is. And Nick Weiss, you did a great job with that, sir. You were the nominee for Buffalo this week, which is your first win of the season. Next up, Calgary Roughnecks in the loud. There's like a million loud houses in the rough house, maybe they call it. Anyways, this was before Sunday's game. Brett McIntyre of the Calgary Roughnecks. Just a nice plaid brown suit. That can be hard to pull off, but you put a simple white shirt behind it. Good for you. Maybe I would have liked a tie or maybe a bow tie. We haven't seen much bow ties on the show's Fresh Fits, which is very odd, but good for Brett McIntyre. He was not one to look at the camera as they recorded this footage, but good for him nonetheless. His first nod for Calgary and one of their first of the season, actually. This is the Colorado Mammoth with their very dark walk in here, and that is Jalen Shaster. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a nice dark green. You can see the tent there. A nice dark green suit. I think the socks did it for me as well. Unlike fellow over here, who I forgot the name of, with those, again, I don't know why. I think ankle socks are worse than ankles when you're wearing a suit, but it's just me. I think these nice dress socks to match the amazing suit is awesome. I like the way the shoes match the belt. Kind of like, I made this joke before, but like when Woody gets his shoe polished on Toy Story, you get the nice, beautiful brown. There you go. Next up, Chris Corbeil of the Philadelphia Wings. Now, Deacon Knott, who was actually in the foreground here, almost did win it for Philadelphia once again, but I saw this nice kind of quarter zip, ugly sweater / nice sweater in the background, and Chris Corbeil from the Rock to the Wings, still getting some fresh fits nods here. He never slows down. Good for him. I just like the quarter zip, man. I think the rest of the outfit kind of clashes. I think that right there, though, nice festive quarter zip sweater, which is, I don't know if they made those actually. And finally, hoo-wee, Mr. Bouquet, you are keeping Landon Kells on his toes, both on and off the field, dare I say. This is not just about how amazing and bold the suit is here. Guys, what are those, Nikes? Or yeah, it looks like Nikes. The shoes to top it off, absolutely fantastic. Great work here for Alex Bouquet, and he did win it for the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. Folks, I'm getting word here. Oh no, I might have to do it, folks. We have the broadcaster fresh fits. They have just been provided to me. This is unbelievable. And I'm telling you what, Chase Fraser and Tyrell Hammer-Jackson also looked very amazing. But Alex Bouquet, when you add the fresh kicks with that suit, I'm a sucker for nice dress shoes, but those kicks with the black shirt, absolutely phenomenal by Alex Bouquet. I'll do one bonus round for you, folks. We're going to talk about the broadcasters next. I think that's fair. Don't go anywhere. Who won it for the Daily Dive the NLL broadcasters? Just don't go anywhere, folks. Here, thank you to who provided this for me. If they want to comment, they can. But yeah, we'll be right back. I think this will be fun.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Brian Shanahan, you're welcome. I thought I'd give credit to Brian Shanahan here. When I saw this live during the weekend, I thought it might be him. We do not have NLL Plus here in the States. Well, we do, but we don't, so I can't just look through. You can screenshot on that, but you can't do it on ESPN Plus. You used to, actually, but they got smart. Hopefully NLL Plus does not. I probably shouldn't even say that out loud, but that's how I usually get them. And Brian Shanahan, I think the peppermint tie did it for me. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I do not celebrate holidays, or at least most of them, really, if not all of them. But I had a peppermint theme on the 24th and 25th because I love peppermint candy. I don't care if it's York. I don't care if it's a Candy cane, I love it all. And I think Brian Shanahan, with that tie, did it for me. Pete Deladay had a fantastic suit on, but I could not let Brian Shanahan pass me by. Good for you, sir. You knew where my heart was, and it was in my stomach. That makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. This has been the December 30th edition of Daily Dive 2025. We're almost to the next season. Year, not season, year. Tomorrow, I will give my thoughts on who won the Jack Hanna trade. And no, it was not Denver, Colorado fans, even though they probably won it. But which team, Vegas or Colorado? We'll let you know tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. This has been Daily Dive. I'm sorry, guys. Bye.